Hello and welcome to the third PHP tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be talking about doing some maths with inside PHP using the arithmetic operator and obviously using variables as well, and using integers and using the server-side language of PHP to be able to send this to the client, being the browser. Okay, so let's move over to PSPad. And first things first, let's initiate a variable with the $, Shift4, and give it a name that follows the rules of PHP, which is either using an underscore or a character from A to Z. So what I'm going to give mine is num, and I'm going to put a 1 on the end of it to say it's num1. Using the assignment operator of equals, I'm going to give this num1 variable a value of 12, and then I'm going to end my line of code with a semicolon. The next variable I'm going to initiate with the $, Shift4, and then I'm going to give it the value of num2. And then using the assignment operator of equals, I'm going to give it a value of 12, and then I'm going to end this command with a semicolon. Okay, the num1 and num2 I'm going to send to the browser, and I'm going to send it via result, because the result is where I'm going to actually do some maths with the two numbers. Okay, so using the assignment operator of equals, I'm going to basically do some arithmetic with PHP times in num1 by num2. So let's just take num1 and the arithmetic operator of times, which is the star sign, times num2, and that command is now finished, so I'll put a semicolon on the end, and at the moment nothing is sent to the browser. So what do we need to use? We need to use the echo function. So echo to the browser results, and because that command is now finished, I put a semicolon on the end. So now we've got num1 times num2, or result has the value of num1 times num2, and now we're going to send to the browser echo results. So Control S to save, come to the clients, the browser, and we got 144. My God, 12 times 12 is 144. So perfect. That's pretty much what we've got. Okay, now what we can do is basically do two sums together with inside the same line. Well, what about if we want to do 12 times 12 and then num1 divided by num2, and so we've got 12 times 12 minus num1 divided by num2. Yeah, well, let's Control S to save, and it should equal 143. There we go. So basically we can use the brackets as well, parentheses, brackets, whatever you want, and we can then take this value here and let it work this one out first and say, okay, next the arithmetic operator here is minus, so now work this value out, and it knows to minus this from this value, and then it goes, oh, okay, echo results, and it's done. That is pretty much using PHP for arithmetics, and there's a few rules for basic arithmetics that are used in any maths class that you have anyway, which I'm sure if you read up on them you'll know. You're learning how to do programming, so more than likely you're a pretty clever person, and I don't need to teach you how to suck eggs. So it's basic maths. This isn't a maths lesson to teach you how to plus 12 times 12, it's just to show you how to use PHP. Anyway, that's pretty much this tutorial done. My name's David Thorne. You can visit me at www.thornewebdesign.de. I hope it wasn't too fast. It was a pretty basic lesson. Come to my website and you can subscribe to my website, which means you can be able to view all my videos for free anyway, and comment on them and send me any questions and receive any information when I update stuff, or just subscribe to me on YouTube, which pretty much does the same anyway. But I'd like you to come and subscribe to me on Thorn Web Design, so I know how many people are watching these videos. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I appreciate your time, and goodbye.